But we are getting right into it. First match of the day, Aklo versus SDJ. Obviously, we're going to see Aklo try to hang back, figure out how Jigglypuff likes to move, and shoot some lasers. Didn't he beat Hungry Box pretty recently, too, so...
Yeah, okay.
Aklo has been looking really good in this matchup.
Ooh,
I thought that was a rest.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the thing with Puff, right? Like, anytime you see up tilt, you, like, think, like, it's like connecting the dots in your brain. Oh, up tilt equals rest. But, like, sometimes, you know, ambiguous DI or just, like, depending on what percentage, like, the Fox is at or the Puff, you know?
Yeah, I do think that, especially in tournament, it's so hard to react to DI because, like, you see someone get sent at a little bit too weird of an angle and you start to doubt yourself just barely to where you don't get your guaranteed follow-up.
I think the greats don't do that, though. I think the greats are, like, the reason why they're here is that you know, they pull the trigger often and more often than not, like, succeed.
Yeah.
And you can't hesitate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they usually don't have that hesitation.
If you hesitate for even a second in this game, I mean, like 1 second or 2 seconds in this game is an eternity.
That is a long time.
So you have no time to hesitate.
Oh, and Aklo manages to get the first stock, but SDJ was fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
137.
Probably going to be a trade here. A little bit of a miss-space bear.
Yeah, and I'm almost wondering if, you know, some of these misses that SDJ is having right in the beginning, usually Puff players tend to clean that up in the later games.
Yeah,
So they start to get more comfortable, and it's more like this is like you're gathering data as a Puff player.
Yeah,
in the first game, you're seeing how they like to DI your hits and how they like to recover. This is your data gathering game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you also want to win it, too, because you just want to be ahead in counter picks for the set.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Like,
this is one of the most polarizing matchups in terms of counter picks, just because Stadium and FD and even, like, Yoshi's, like, you got 3 stages to prove. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, catching Aklo dashing in just calls it out with a raw grab, but we are going to have a stock trade. And this is a halftime.
Yeah,
This is a halftime.
It is funny how this might be one of the most played matchups as far as, like, top 8s and, like, over the history of Melee. Like, we'll never call this the Melee matchup. Wham.
Forward air up smash.
Right. We would never call it, like, the classic quintessential, like, Melee matchup, but it might be, you know?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Fox has a lot of matchups that have been developed so much over the years. Like, even like Fox Marth. Think about how long we've seen Fox Marth in the meta.
That would be, to me, that is the quintessential, like, matchup in this game, Fox Marth. But, I mean, we just... Shout out to somebody like Hungry Box, and even before that, like Mangoes, like Puff was always like winning stuff. So like, you know, Puff has always kind of been in the conversation of top 8s and just been there for so long.
Oh yeah.
And Fox, obviously. I mean, you can't throw a rock in this venue without hitting someone's box Fox.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of box Foxes here today, but Aklo cleaned up that game 1. By the time we hit halftime, Aklo had figured something out.
Yeah.
And you know, do you know Squatch, the Pittsburgh player commentator? You remember, I think it was at the reunion, he was talking about how on your 3rd stock is when you really want to start to like put on the pressure, because the first 2 stocks you might be trying to like figure out your opponent, play a little careful, but by your 3rd stock you really want to go in there, you want to be aggressive, you want to start making your reads, and that worked out so well for Aklo.
Sure.
And was just able to close out the game with a 2 stock.
All right, well, let's see, you know. Let's see how, like, the stocks, like, differ. So right now, Aklo is, like, shooting a lot of lasers, kind of staying away.
It's Dreamland. You have to.
Right.
Because you run into that corner, Jigglypuff's just going to throw you off the ledge and make your life miserable, because then you're going to get camped.
Damn, and just like
Aklo looks so comfortable on the stage, though. Everything we know about Aklo, I mean, well, he loves that side B off the platform, first of all.
Really
I think he's done it 3 times.
No way!
Ooh, bad DI on the pound, so that's a free rest.
Not the proper DI for sure.
That was a really good punish. Puff's at 49.
See, it's that kind of stuff where it's like, all right, Jigglypuff does an up throw rest, and we go, boo. But then Jigglypuff does up throw pound rest, and we're like, yeah. It's like the human resources meme, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a 50-50, but...
Even like up throw, up air rest, like on a platform, on a missed tech, we're like, boo. But you do pound, hey, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, single hit.
That's that single hit up air he loves to practice. practices on a CPU even. It doesn't even have to be a human.
I said this yesterday, but I think Aklo is the most box-looking controller using Fox.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
god, yeah.
If you like did one of those things like blind tests where you're like, is this Fox playing on like what kind of controller? You'd be like, Fox. No, there's no way he's not.
If
He's
you've
just
ever,
so precise and so tight with some of the things he does.
Yeah, if you've ever seen him like DI against like Marth, he goes nowhere from every single combo.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing to that poor controller, but like he is absolutely destroying it with how he likes
Well,
to DI.
this is the king in New York. I bet you at the nightclub they just offer
He's
Your
the
Highness.
king for a reason.
Your Highness, take my fob, please. You know? And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yes, yes.
They love Aklo in New York. Shout out to New York. There's a couple New Yorkers here today, actually.
Yeah.
And the fact that they came to Sandusky, Ohio, I was like,
Not
welcome.
that far.
Join us.
Tell you what, this is one of the, honestly.
Oh my god.
There's
Aklo is putting in the work right now.
damn, that's a 3-star.
Ooh.
But to get back to just, Sandusky and Riptide in general, a lot of people I've talked to this weekend, they have said, this is something I make sure to plan to go to every year.
Yeah.
And that's a good reputation to have.
Yeah.
So there's definitely, I don't know if it's something in the water.
I think it is something in the water.
It might be the actual water, but like I talked to Justice, I talked to Plup, they're like, yeah, I try to come here every year for sure. So
we got something special
definitely
here.
a good time.
We got something special here. And SDJ, I think, realizes how comfortable Aklo was on Dreamland, and we are not going back to Dreamland.
So he went to a Fox stage.
Yeah.
Tell me you disagree.
Well, what, you think Fountain is a Fox stage?
Yes.
I actually agree with that, because the way you can shoot lasers on Fountain of Dreams, Jigglypuff literally can't avoid them if she's on the platform. Like right there.
These are low platforms. What are these actually doing for you? You can still get up smashed on these platforms.
Yeah, and
this sucks.
Up smash, like both the platform heights right now, up smash covers the whole thing. Like even right there, we got the unicycle hitbox. But
right. You're praying these go up if you're SDJ. Come on, they've just been stuck here.
Yeah, Aklo's kind of just spamming though.
And when they're not there, it's just like a mini FD.
I'm a little bit confused why SDJ is not going for these rests. Like, I know that you would have to take a stock trade, but I think I would rather take a stock trade considering how heavy the lead has been.
Considering also that FOD is a very high ceiling and like shallow side platforms or blast ends, you're not going to get a whole lot of rests that kill off the top, especially against a good player like Aklo. You're not going to get them at all anyway.
Yeah.
So I really just like question this as a counter pick for Puffs.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to pick where you're comfortable because on paper this matchup is bad for
Yeah.
Wow, the forward tilt. I don't know. The fact that SDJ didn't go for that rest trade earlier in the set, like that's working against him right now.
Is that telling? Do you think?
I think that's a little bit telling. I don't think SDJ is very confident right now. Trying to like it feels like SDJ is trying to get onto the same level as Aklo right now.
Well, good fucking luck, I'll tell you that.
Good luck.
Because
you're not
Cracklo is in full effect.
This is definitely Cracklo right now.
Yeah. Just very poised dash dancing, the single hit.
Yeah, like I said, man.
Nouns really struck gold, I'll tell you that.
Nouns has some good players.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple of them.
Players.
I like the little Nouns thing they got going on. It makes everyone seem like they're a rapper.
Oh, yeah.
There should be an organization that their like little thing is like young. It could be like Lil Aklo, Lil Plup versus young SDJ.
Oh, no.
All right, well, went for that one.
Just spot dodge the rest? That was crazy. That's actually crazy. The fact that Aklo was ready for SDJ to mess up enough to defensively spot dodge a rest, I have never seen that before. How do I keep seeing new things in this game, Carol?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Spot dodge makes you invulnerable for more than like just one frame, and then rest is one frame. So it's not crazy, but I guess the crazy part about it is that he just went for what is seemingly now a raw rest.
Yeah.
Which you don't see a lot of that, especially
the mid
now rest is off the table for like the entire game.
Yeah, this is over. This is over. That was a quick 3-0 from